Usually about this time on Tuesdays, we talk to Aaron at Fagan Associates. Aaron's out today, so we've got Dennis Fagan on the line. How you doing today, Dennis?
I'm doing well, Randy. How are you?
I am good. We just got the kids back to school recently, and, some people have their kids going to school for the first time. We have our daughter who's finishing up college, and that's been an experience. I guess the big question is when to start saving for college and how. What do you think?
Well, I think, first of all, the ultimate goal is financial freedom, for you and your partner. And that's what you're working towards. And a lot of costs get in the way, both very small costs like, hey, do I buy a cup of coffee at Starbucks for $3 or $4, or do I make it at home? What kind of car do I drive? Where do I go on vacation? Do I go out to eat? All those types of things. Then you have big costs, which are things like, your kids' braces and public or private school and college along the way, and also their public or private. But the ultimate goal is financial freedom. So the first thing you've got to do is prioritize those goals. You allocate your assets according to those priorities, and then you work incrementally, because you never really know what's going to come along the way. Education, we've moved much more to remote, and who knows if education will be free someday. So you don't want to go all in on anything. So that's the first thing I would recommend. And when is it time to start saving? It's time to start now. If you prioritize, you always have to make choices as to how you spend your money. Like I said, small ones like coffee, and big ones like what type of house and what type of car you drive. So that said, the 529 plan, you get a state tax deduction. The money has to be used for school, or else it's going to be taxed at some point in time. The Uniform Gift to Minors Act may limit financial aid, and also it's a gift to the child, and that money will be the child's when he or she reaches the age of majority. If you don't feel you're going to get financial aid, maybe you go with the Uniform Gift to Minors, or you don't go with anything at all. Maybe you leave the money in your name, or if you have a partner, yours in your partner's name or your spouse's name. So those are some things that you want to think about. But I think the biggest thing you want to think about is, hey, I want to prioritize my spending. I want to reach financial freedom. How quickly do I want to get there, and what am I willing to sacrifice along the way? You want to take into consideration that your child may go to college. You're going to need money for that, but you also want to save money for retirement. The least you want to do is certainly maximize out the employer match, and then move from there. So, yeah, like anything else in life, like ice cream or chicken wings, you want to work incrementally. You don't want to go all in and eat the whole half gallon, and that's what I would recommend here as well. All
right. It's tough to, find that little bit of money, but, I've noticed over the years, we put a little bit away for college each time, and, it comes to a point where you kind of forget that you have that money that you're putting aside for that, and it's nice to see it kind of amount up there. You got to make sure to spend it before the end of college, though.
You do. And the other thing, too, is, like, do you really want, if you have kids that are 2 and 4 and 6 years old or whatever, do you want to sacrifice everything for college and not, experience life with your kids and take them on a vacation or take them here or there or go out to eat once in a while? So those are all decisions that you make along the way that you've got to figure out for yourself.
Well, that's a very good point, Dennis. Been talking about Dennis Fagan at Fagan Associates. Dennis, how do people get in touch with you with, their questions about their retirement and their college savings and their investments?
Sure. Check us out on the web at faganasset.com, or give us a call at 518-279-1044.
All right. Well, appreciate your time today and your insight.
Thanks, Randy. Take care.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
This is 99.5 The River.